Good evening, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV, Aston Villa versus Newcastle United pre-match live. And before we get into it, if you do like what you see, please do smash that thumbs up. It does help the channel to search, and it means new viewers find it more easily. So do give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe and be part of this great community. It is free to do so, and also that bell notification that tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. If you want to become a member, it's 99p. You can do that by clicking the join button. And if you want to make a donation, you can do that in chat by clicking the $sign as well. All money reinvested back into the channel. Okay. Right, that's done now. How are we all feeling, everybody? I hope everybody's fine today. Let's jump into some comments before we get on with the show. My score prediction 2-2 or 2-1 Newcastle, but can't see it without a dreadful away form, says Holly. Hey, keep your chin up, Holly. You never know. You never know. Julie says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Julie. Hope you're well. Evening, Tony. Evening, Trolls. Hope you're well, mate. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well. Yeah, absolutely mad, Mag. Are we looking forward to this game? Evening, Tony. Let's get in these Birmingham Mackhams, says, yeah. I like the way you've put that. Yeah, nice one. Hope you're well, mate. Before I got a close-up of your pick, I thought it was a genuine 70s footballer. Hello, everyone, and good evening. Good evening to you, Tony Ross. Hope you're well. Only 4 minutes more till Tony arrives. Evening, Tony in chat, says Ian. Good evening to you, Ian. I hope you're well, mate. Just check flight radars. Tony's helicopter's nearly in his back garden now. Cheers, Mad Mag. Not quite, though. That was me running late as usual. Evening all, Trolls, Ian, Julie, Tony, and anyone I missed, says Mighty Mag. Good evening to you, mate. I hope you're well too. Only 3 minutes. Sorry, my bad. Oh yeah, Tony, you don't always have to put makeup on before the show. Nah, not a chance of that, Andrew. Not a chance, mate. That was my fault. I totally let slip a time, and I thought, oh, I better get sorted out here. Ian says, going to be a hard game tonight. It is, Ian. It's not going to be easy, that's for sure. Evening all, says Lee. Good evening to you, Lee. I hope you're well, mate. Sefton, hello. Evening all. How are you, the lads? Hi, Sefton. Hope you're well, my friend. With Howe's reluctance to subs earlier and when needed, this might be a loss, or I think will be. Let's hope not, hey? 2-1 win for us, says Lee. Isak and Gordon. Peter says, new here, underdogs might show up today. Villa have been scoring much. Hasn't been scoring much. Yeah, you never know, Peter. That's the thing. You know, we might just win this game tonight. You never know. All depends how we set up and how we play. But welcome to the channel, mate. And do smash that subscribe. Connor says, good morning, Tony. Hi to you, Connor. Hope you're well, mate. I'll read everyone. Hard match the neat. But still gunning for 2-1 win. Yeah, let's hope so, Ronald. Let's hope so, mate. Gordon, hi, mate. He says, I'll be happy with a 1-1 draw. That's what I've said as well, Gordon, a 1-1 draw, mate. That is my score prediction, Holly, 1-1. That's what my heart says, but my head says we're going to lose 3-1. Would you start Murphy or Miggy, says Captain Maring? Do you know what? I would start Murphy. I thought he played okay the other night. Yeah, some people sort of said, oh, he could have done better here. But look, the guy had just come back. It was his first game back. Give Murphy some more minutes, I would say, and leave Almiron on the bench. 2-1 win tonight, 3-0, says Trevor. I hope so, mate. Peter says, how are you, the lads? Absolutely. Unfortunately, I'm missing the game. Off to work soon. Oh, no, Sefton. Unlucky, mate. Toon says, Mag debates. Toon, mate. Black and White Army, absolutely. Paul says, evening, Tony. It will be a hard game, but I'm going for a scrappy 1-0 win. I hope you're right, mate. Let's hope so. I think with Villa will crumble through the season and the Toon will get better. I hope you're right, Trevor. I hope you're right, mate. Take a point in the neat, absolutely. The point all day. Andrew's been stuffing his mush. Well, that's all right, Andrew. You stuff your mush, mate. Are you having anything nice? Because, you know, share it with everybody in the chat what you're having to eat because, you know, you might make them hungry. Scott says, hi all, feeling more confident with that win on Saturday, so going for a 3-1 Isak brace and Gordon, just hope Bruno's up for it. Bit disappointed with him Saturday. Yes, Scott, he didn't have the best of games Saturday, did he, to be fair? I said Botman was man of the match Saturday. I thought he played really well with Miley. Yeah, look, it's going to be a hard game, but we'll see what happens. We really need to win, and the players need to step up the max. Yeah, absolutely. Trevor says, what do you think the crowd trouble at the Baggies need to be kicked out next season, FA Cup and fined? Look, the trouble was disgraceful. I think West Midlands police have shown how not to organise a derby game. I think you've got to look at Northumbria police, how they done the derby game between Newcastle and Sunderland. Well, Sunderland, Newcastle rather, at the Stadium of Light. And I thought they got that spot on. There was no trouble. Wolves West Brom was a bit of a shit show because they didn't get it right. Ended up with a Wolves fan in the West Brom end. And obviously, he's either had too much to drink and the second goal's gone in and he's gone stupid celebrating. And look what's caused a massive brawl. I hope the FA come down hard on them. I really do. Because the FA really do need to come down hard on them. You've got to make an example of somebody. I'm eating Stella. Nice one. Mac Debate says a decent result tonight and we could rescue the season in some easier games coming up. Yeah, absolutely. You know, yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. We're not that far off 7th place either. That's the thing. Captain Mainwaring says defence seemed more together against Forest. We're still worried about Burns' pace tonight, though. How do you mean against Fulham? Yeah, we seemed okay against Fulham. We played well, didn't we? Yeah. Look, let's see what happens. No midfielders in sight for this month or the next 2 or 3 matches. We need to loan or buy one as soon as... Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Fulham. Sefton says, Ewood Park, it's been a long time since I was at this ground. Yeah, it's been a long time since I was, I think, about 2011, I reckon. I'll tell you how long ago it was since I've been there. Gabriel Obertan was playing for us. So there you go. That shows you how far back it is. We won 2-0 that night, I remember, at Ewood Park when I was there. That's how long ago it was. There you go. They need a big heavy fine, teach them a lesson. I think play some games behind closed doors as well, just to really give them a fright. Hope he plays Livermento, says Tony Ross. Well, again, you know, let's hope. That's all we can do is hope that he does play them. You know, we just have to wait and see who's in the starting lineup. Is Trippier fit to play? That is the thing. If Trippier is not 100%, don't play him. I've said this. Do not play Trippier if he's not 100% fit. But, you know, we know Eddie Howe will still go out there and play him. And, you know, the last thing you want is Trippier not being 100% fit. And then, you know, getting injured tonight. And then, you know, bang, that's him out for a few weeks or a couple of months or whatever. So, as long as Eddie's sure, then, you know, be careful with Trippier, is what I'll say. Right, referee tonight is John Brooks. Now, remember last season when we lost 3-0 down at Villa Park? Who was the man in the middle? John Brooks, and he had a stinker that day. He had an absolute stinker. So let's hope he has a better game this time around. The assistants are Lee Betts and Akil Housen. The fourth official is Michael Salisbury. VAR is Andy Madley. And assistant VAR is Harry Leonard. Don't know who Harry Leonard is. If you had Skinner on the end of that, you could have said Sweet Home Alabama, you know, for those who know, Leonard Skinner. But yeah, enough of them jokes. But yeah, that's the lineup tonight of the officials. So John Brooks, the man in the middle, Lee Betts, Akil Housen, the 2 linesmen. Fourth official, Michael Salisbury, VAR, Andy Madley, and his assistant VAR is Harry Leonard. So there we go. That is the lineup tonight for the referees. So let's hope John Brooks does not have a bloody stinker, that's for sure. And we haven't got a great record at Villa Park either, be honest. We haven't. So, Bias says Longstaff needs to turn up midfield, battle is key. look, when Miley and Longstaff swapped places last week, they looked better. So definitely Miley looked a lot better. So hopefully that's what Eddie does tonight. Trevor said that was Sun and Tunley would have got the book thrown at them like the crap United, the baggies and Wolves kiss the arses. Yeah. Evening Tony says, Brent, I hope you're well, mate. Need a big performance tonight, but the lads have it in them, but it's definitely not going to be easy. Absolutely not by the stretch of the imagination. It's not going to be easy. We ain't got a great record in Villa Park. We haven't scored at Villa for quite a... And any idea who was the last player to score for us there? Gosh, now you're asking. Yeah, that's a hard one. If they're banned for FA Cup matches, should be an automatic away draw with their fans banned only. Yeah. I think they need to just be fined, play some games behind closed doors this season, and that way it stops any... You've got to show that... Look, we do not want to go back to the dark days. You know, I don't remember much of the 70s, but I definitely know the 80s, and it was bad then. You know, I used to remember when Millwall and Chelsea used to come to Newcastle, used to smash all the shop windows, and it used to be absolutely horrendous. We don't want to go back to them dark days. And I think the FA have to come down hard on West Brom. Unfortunately, they'll have to do it. Even if they said to West Brom, you play the next 5 games behind closed doors, and this is your fine. Make an example of them, because then it means other teams will follow suit and think, right, okay, we're going to make sure this doesn't happen to us, because we could end up with that ban. And I think that's the only way you can do it. Hit them hard and make an example. Draw tonight and home win next, says Sefton. Yeah, we've got Luton on Saturday, but again, Sefton, that's not going to be easy. Luton on playing too bad. I'll take a blurry point right now. Hi, Lewis. Mickey, is it Villa Park? Yeah. VAR's a complete lottery. Hope it isn't a farce tonight. Let's hope not, Captain. Lee says, when I was doing the steward's job years ago, I told everyone to be on the ball at all times. Yeah, absolutely. Andrew saying copyright to somebody. Evening, Tony. Good evening to you, Jack. Hope you're well. What do you make of the West Brom thing, Jack? Do you think we should hit them hard? Do you think the FA should make them play a few games behind closed doors? You've got to make an example of somebody. I don't get why Richie gets a game time ahead of Hall unless we aren't buying him. This is the thing. This is the thing. A lot of people are saying this. Lewis Hall's not getting into the team and he's not playing. I mean, look, the perfect opportunity to give Lewis Hall a bit of a time out in that game would have been against Fulham on Saturday. He didn't get any time out at all. So I don't know. Maybe because he's an Ashworth signing and Eddie Howe doesn't want him. So he's not an Eddie Howe type of player. And maybe that's why he's not getting the run of games. We don't know. I hate my nickname now. Everybody stop calling me copyright. Gouffran, wasn't it? Might well have been, yeah. Might have been Gouffran, yeah. Gary says, good evening, Tony, mate. Good evening to you, Gary. Not seen you in a long time. I hope you're well, friend. I hope you're well. I hope you've had a nice Christmas and New Year, because I don't think I've seen you before the New Year. After the New Year, anyway. Bit of respect, Lewis, please, chat. Yeah, absolutely, Sefton. Evening, friends, says Crin Shen. Good evening to you, Crin. Hope you're well. Trevor says if they win, should give the team who play the next round the win. That will hit them in the pockets and lose money. Well, they didn't get through, did they? So Wolves went through. I think they should have abandoned that game, really. Evening, says Alan. Good evening to you, mate. He says, hoping for a positive result tonight. Get the confidence back. Do you know what? You're absolutely spot on, yeah. Jack says, I think it's unacceptable what West Brom did. They should definitely have something done against them, yeah. I mean, look, the thing is, at the end of the day, the way Northumbria Police handled the derby, the way Tyne derby was absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. Couldn't have gone... Yes, okay, there was the idiots from Sunderland fans standing outside the ground waiting for the escort of buses. But you know what? Other than that, there was no problems whatsoever. And that's, you know, and it worked well. Maybe other police forces now need to take note of that. Does Hall have a clause if he plays a certain amount? Do you know what? This is the thing. We do not know. Nobody seems to know, and that's the thing. There's an obligation to buy, but I don't know. Yes, behave, Predator. So a couple of minutes and the team news should be out, and we'll find out who is in the starting 11 and who isn't in the starting 11, who's on the bench. Could Harvey Barnes be on the bench? He was in a hairdresser's having his hair done, ready for the game. So is he in the team tonight, or is he in there, or is he at home watching it? And is that what he means by going to the barbers and getting his hair sorted for tonight? Who knows? I know there's a lot of people disappointed about Mickey still being at the club. But do you know what? Let's keep him till the end of the season. And then when we need to upgrade in the summer, definitely. But if it was me, I would start Jacob Murphy ahead of Almiron tonight. Get Murphy the minutes he needs in his legs. And bring Almiron on if you need anybody with fresh legs to run it to Aston Villa. That would be probably the best bet. But again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens anyway. But we know Trippier's there, Botman's there, Bruno's there. Let's hope Bruno don't pick up a yellow card tonight as well. Trevor says, you know what gets me is there were kids in the crowd. Woman, bunch of idiots drinking too much, and like you said, the police bottled it. Yeah, absolutely. They absolutely did bottle it, didn't they? Right, the lineup should be out now, so let's have a look who's in the team tonight then. Okay, so the team tonight is Dubravka in goal, Trippier the captain, Fabian Schär, Sven Botman, Dan Burn, Bruno, Longstaff and Miley, the middle three, and up the top is Murphy right wing, Gordon left wing, Isak in the middle. On the bench, Karius, Dummett, Richie Kraft, Hall, Livramento, Almiron, White, and Hearns. So there we are, one goalkeeper on the bench and a couple of youngsters there. And look, yeah, I called that one right there. I said it had to be Almiron to not start tonight. I think Jacob Murphy it wouldn't have been fair on Murphy not to have started him tonight because look, that goal he scored when he was offside, he took that really well. And it was just one of those, it was just unlucky that it was offside. But I'll pop that team news in there now. What do you make of that team? So basically, it's the same 11 that started against Fulham on Saturday in the FA Cup. And then I'll get you the Villa team in one moment. There we go. So there is the Newcastle team. And I'll take that comment off screen. There we go. So yeah, so not it's a decent lineup. No Harvey Barnes in that team. So obviously when he was getting his hair done, what he must have been saying was he was going back home to watch the game tonight and he just wanted his hair cut. But at least we know Harvey Barnes ain't too far away. Right, the Aston Villa starting 11 is Martinez in goal, Cash, Konsa, Longley, and Alex Moreno. Midfield, you've got McGinn, the captain, Kamara, and Douglas Luiz. Tielemans, Diaby, and Watkins. Substitutes, Olsen, Wright, Diego Carlos, Callum Chambers, Zaniolo, Kesler Hayden, Leon Bailey, Jacob Ramsey, and Irog Bonham. So there we go. That is the lineup for Aston Villa as well. So yeah, not a bad team they've got out tonight, Villa. So I will get their team lineup on screen in one moment. And then you can have a look at the Aston Villa lineup as well. There you go. There's the Villa 11. So that's the Villa starting 11 as well. Yeah, so do you think that's a strong side from them? Corinne says West Brom need to be punished clearly. Only reasonable would be points deduction for Everton. Yeah. If we buy Slanky and Billing in the summer, I'm doubting how big time says trolls. Look, I don't want. Look, Slanky's having a good season, but next season he could have a stinker, and that is the thing. But um, Billing, I wouldn't want him anywhere near the team. Is he going to take us to the next level? Absolutely not. Not a chance. Yeah, it was horribly. I mean, look, you saw Kel Bartley taking his kids out the crowd. I mean, it was just absolutely disgusting. Tony has the copyright of behave of predator. Alan says, think their club played a big role in the Derby fans' success. No trouble by paying to bus everyone there and back 1-1 tonight. Yeah, absolutely, Alan. Hope Bruno keeps his cool. Yeah, absolutely. McGinn might wind them up. Yeah. No Parkinson or Diallo. No beer. Why Burney's going to get his arse reamed all night? Richie alongside Dummett must go in the summer, in my opinion, have to do. Yeah, definitely. Jack says, getting annoyed with Dan Burns starting every game possible and no Tino. Mark my words, Diaby will murder Burn and hey, that's what we're worrying about, aren't we? You know, um, we're sort against Forest. Um, you know, when Nuno put Anthony Elanga on that side and targeted Burn and gave Burn a hell of a time, didn't he? Yes, I've heard that, Lewis, about the VAR next season, that they're going to do what they did in the Women's World Cup, where they're going to announce the decisions, which I think's fair enough. It should be done. I like that in the Women's World Cup. I thought it worked absolutely brilliant. If they've got the screen and they've made that decision, it's a red card or whatever. I think it's the way to go. Burner's a favourite, how in my eyes. Tino's better. Pablo, hi mate. He says people moan about the pension online. Yeah, you're never going to keep people happy. They'll target Burn like every other side has done. Jan says Mickey and Tino on the bench is okay. Yeah, Mickey to come on in the second half. For God's sake, for the love of God, please stop it now. Yeah, can we not do copyright? Because Lewis is getting a bit uneasy with that now, guys. Thank you. We don't mind having a laugh in here, but if Lewis is asking, then we'll respect Lewis's wishes. Forest Arsenal kick off at 7:30. Yeah, there's some earlier kickoffs, isn't it, tonight? We aren't buying Solanke or Billing in the summer. They're emergency transfers, yeah. I think Miggy and Livramento need to come on the second half if we are struggling, can't live with our subs in this game. You know what? The thing is, though, we're not doing... It's the substitutions that are poor at the moment from Eddie Howe. He's just not doing them. And, good evening, Mason. Hope you're well. Archer says, good evening, Tony. Hope you're all keeping well. Yeah, I am, mate. I hope you're well too. He says, let's get a result out of Villa anyway. Can you see us getting any loan deals from now until deadline day? Do you know what it is? I'm not sure, Andrew. I'm not sure. Craig Hope keeps putting out there that we're not signing anybody and fans are getting on his back now. And some fans are starting to get a bit sick of Craig Hope now. I think Craig Hope needs to just calm it down a bit now. I'm getting a bit railed with him, to be honest. Do you know what, Andrew? It shuts at 11 p.m. on Thursday night, so who knows? You never know. We could sign somebody on loan, but I doubt it very much. But again, let's hope. I'm still clinging on to hope somebody will come in. I was accused of being a City fan for mentioning Ferdinand should have had hair fossil test after my 115 charges. Um, I'll only watch women's tennis for the... Oh, Jesus, Bia. Tony, have you seen that Kateki's been instructed to get a new club this window? I have seen that. And do you know what it is? I know people have said it in the past, don't take him. I would have him back. I would have, well, he hasn't been yet, but I would have him definitely. If there's a chance of bringing him on loan, go and get him. Go and get him, absolutely. Because, it's an extra body, isn't it, in the squad? And who knows, he could turn into be a real belter for us. Who knows? What do you think, Ivan Toney for Toon? Do you think he'd be a good fit? I don't want Ivan Toney near the town. Nah. Look, the way he's gone on over Brentford, saying that he doesn't mind if he leaves or whatever, I just think it's just disgusting, disrespectful after what Brentford have done for him as well. So no, I don't want him back. No clubs are buying in the first transfer window ever. Everyone is worried about the points deduction. They are, absolutely. You see deals come out the blue, then they're working their bollocks off till deadline. Yeah. I don't like many women's sports. Like Romano seeing Lascelles or Miggy going in Jan. I think Lascelles is gone. I think he's going. I know he wants to go on a free, and I think that's what the club are letting him do, because I know he's going to go free in the summer, so they may as well just let him go now. Get his wages off the books. I was watching Sky Transfer Show in the South African last half, warbled on about nothing. Just watch how press conference yourself. Don't take a second hand from journals. No. UEFA chairman said Newcastle an example of a well-run club. Absolutely he has, yeah. He's been absolutely brilliant about us as Alexander Serafin. Yeah. But what do we think about this guy signing his new deal yesterday? Absolutely fantastic. Great for the club to tie him down. And yeah, absolutely brilliant that Lewis Miley is staying for the long term. I seen Ronald put me to sleep as chatting crap. Oh, the women, yeah. I mean, but yeah, what Alexander Serafin, I mean, look, he was pretty spot on with what he had to say. He was absolutely right. If anybody's not known what he said, this is what he had to say. Alexander Serafin, who is the president of UEFA, he says, "Look, this is on state-owned clubs versus hedge fund clubs." He says, "I'm not worried about state-owned clubs as long as they respect the rules." In reference to the UEFA 70% squad cost ratio that Newcastle currently abide by. He says, "I am more worried about the hedge fund-owned clubs, such as Burnley, and Palace. With hedge fund clubs, you never know exactly who is behind them. It's very hard to know because there are many, many, many times managing money for investors. Where I see a big difference, and maybe it's a bit simplistic, is that state-owned clubs want to win. Whether it's also for name washing or not, I don't enter into this. They just want to win. With purely financial funds, it's important to get money, and winning is not the main goal. For state-owned clubs, the goal is not to take money out, so I think those clubs should be more sustainable. With the others, it's very hard to know who is behind it. It can also be a hedge fund where a state is behind it. But I prefer that it's clear ownership and the rules are clear. If they don't respect the rules, then they get punished. Absolutely. Newcastle United are not the problem. Our ownership is not the problem. The current anti-competitive rules are the problem, and the clubs. You don't know who's pumping these money in behind the hedge funds and demanding money out. That is wrong. But with Richard Masters in charge, don't hold your breath on anything like that being changed. But look, Alexander Serafin, absolutely spot on with what he says. and well said. Yeah, Lewis. He's one of our own, Lewis Maley. He's one of our own, absolutely. Maley deserves it. He's been outstanding, absolutely. And look, Liverpool were sniffing around him, so we had to get him tied down. If he gets the right people looking after him, be a great player, absolutely, Trevor. Great commitment from young Maley. Hey, definitely, Tony, definitely, mate. I mean, he's a Newcastle lad. He doesn't want to leave Newcastle, really, does he? And why would he? Because eventually this club will go places and it will go massive. And he'll be a major part of that. So, yeah, um, definitely need to keep him. I'd put Miley on steak diet to beef him up. He's going to be a cracking player when he fills out, absolutely. Jodio, hola, Tony. Hola to you, mate. Hope you're well. Evening, Tony. Hope you're well. I'm very well indeed, Mary, and I hope you're well too. What's your prediction, Mary? Tonight, no one likes women football, including the females. Even Newcastle can't half fill the stadium. That's Kingston Park. There's more lasses watching the men's football and ladies' football. I think once we start moving up the leagues, though, I think we'll become bigger. I reckon we will. You know the young lad who's on the bench with the squad number is 90, Hermes. Delivery company, isn't it? Yeah, I know who you mean. Just wonder how deep as Richard Master's pockets are. Well, he keeps putting them brown envelopes in, doesn't he? Under Cashley, Miley would have been sold. Yes, he would have been, Alan. Absolutely. Look what happened to Bobby Clark. He went before the owners came in. And look how well he's doing for Liverpool. Big changes to come in Fev for the Premier League. Rule changes for the better. Yeah, we need them as well, Jan, absolutely. Talks about changing FFP to UEFA rules, where it's how much a club spends on players' wages that counts. Yeah. I think his parents need thanks for the way they brought him up to respect people. Yeah. I hope Joe White gets a run out. Yeah, let's hope so. You never know. Hi, Tony Noel. Hi, Coffee. Hope you're well. Defo Miley would have been away if Cashley was still, yeah. Yeah, he would have been. We know that. Look, we're looking forward to seeing Adidas come in the summer with their shirts, and what they're going to bring to the club. If it's any way to go, we know Adidas are quality anyway. I was watching the England-India cricket test match, and India are Adidas kits. And you look at their kits, and they are brilliant kits. You can see the quality in their kits compared to England's Costori tops, and the quality is just a hell of a lot better. Talking about Costori, there's been a thing on Facebook. I don't know if people have seen it, but somebody went in and got Lewis Miley on the back of their shirt, and for a number 6, they stuck a number 9 on, and you can tell it's a number 9 because the Premier League logo is upside down. But apparently, according to Castor, they don't see anything wrong with that. Really? It's a number 9 upside down. You don't see anything wrong with it. Well, if I was that person, I wouldn't be happy with that shirt either. So I hope you get it sorted out, mate. And I hope you get a refund and a replacement. That's what they should do, because it's one hell of a cock-up. Troll says, how doesn't use the youngsters? He put geriatric Richie first. Ronald says, Stanley is mainly black and white now. It was half black and half back in the 80s, but we used to cycle up there, wind them up from the sunny side. Yeah, wind them up, yeah. Good evening, Tony. Good evening to you, Gareth. Hope you're well, mate. Tristan says, our central midfield won't hold up for the rest of the season. Yeah. New Adidas club store mentioned. Yeah, there is, isn't there? When we get the club shop back as well, run by the club. Yeah. I bought a Castore training jacket, £125. The threads coming off it everywhere made me look like Pinocchio. So many strings. Which one's that? Because I've got the pre-match one, which I only paid £32 for from the website, the Castore. Off the Newcastle website, and now it's back up to 125 quid. So I got a bargain when it was out for 32, and I've had no problems with it, if I'm honest. But I certainly wouldn't pay £125 for it. Same lineup, yeah, I know that's what's coming here, says Brian. Hi, Brian, hope you're well. Mary says, hope the ref has his game head on, otherwise the Seagulls could be in for a rather busy time, or the ref might be busy looking. Yeah, I mean, the referee is just, yeah, he was awful last season. It was the same referee when we lost 3-0. I'm wondering if how can manage stars. We don't have yet one, in my opinion. Big question. Paul says, let's hope this is some lineup has a lot more energy than it did against Fulham, or Villa will turn us over. Absolutely, mate. You know, this transfer window, we're really, really crying out. There's the Newcastle lineup again. Really crying out for a DM, and it doesn't look like we're going to get one, you know. But that's the same lineup as on Saturday. Almiron back on the bench. So there we go. That's the lineup from the weekend. And there is the Villa lineup as well. Their starting 11, which is pretty strong as well. So not going to be easy, that's for sure. Dan Burn is going to get destroyed. It's funny, Tony, our central midfield isn't strong enough to hold off teams, not technical enough to play through the teams because Big Joe's out and Bruno will get banned tonight. You watch. Well, we hope Bruno doesn't get a yellow card tonight. But then if he did get a yellow card, would it be such a bad thing to miss Luton and Forest? I'm not so sure. Look, Big Joe being out is a cause for concern, and we should have had him replaced, really. We haven't got anybody to replace him, that's the problem. Get the good ref, and the ref spells it, yeah, the good game. Absolutely. I got a Rangers top, my Newcastle top, but I didn't know that from Castone for now by mistake. Oh, well, there you go. You ended up with the Rangers top as well. We have a secret star in the making, Miley. There is something about him. He will go further. I don't know, but good to see us. So I think he will as well, Mary. Absolutely. Wonder if, however, thought about playing Miggy on the left so he doesn't have to be predictable, pulling back to his left. Well, this is what I've said, Paul. I've said this for a long time. Miggy's best position is on the left. He was devastated in the MLS on the left. He does have for Paraguay, plays sort of like left and comes in. But for us, he plays right. Because Eddie Howe likes inverted wingers. I've been one of Dubravka's critics, but I thought he'd done great against Fulham. Yeah, he pulled off a couple of good saves, didn't he? So, yeah. But I think he could be away in some other Dubravka. Especially the news that Nick Pope could be back middle of March. Mafinho, we're winning this game 3 Newcastle with Mafinho a hat-trick. Let's hope so, Coffee. I like your optimism. House says we have DMs, but who is it? None that we have now, in my opinion. Exactly, where are they? I think it's bullshit. Villa were told they had to sell to buy today, sign a winger. I don't think the owners trust any of this FFP. Excuses not to spend. Do you know what? A lot of people are saying that, Tristan. Brian says people say it's because FFP. I don't believe it, as we can't even seem to get a loan in here. Forest are spending money. Yeah, absolutely. And they're not going to bring in a loan player as well. So, yeah, something's not right here. Not being able to change the game from the bench has hindered us. Big style it has, absolutely. When Miggy played on the left against Man U, he was great. Absolutely. He absolutely was fantastic. Denali's banned. There you CDM. Even Eddie said he's a CDM. Yeah. absolutely. We can't do nothing about that now. What's happened's happened, and we just have to move on. And but look, my heart says a 1-1 draw tonight, but my head says we're going to lose 3-1 to Villa. Now, I'm on a roll here because I said Saturday we would win 2-0. And we won 2-0. So, I'm going to go with my heart and see if we're going to get a 1-1 draw. We have money to spend. FFP hasn't left us unable to spend zero. Even if it's tight, there's a loan options as well, absolutely. Why haven't we managed a loan from Saudi yet? It's baffling, yeah. Villa 1, Newcastle 3, says Bia. Got a good feeling for tonight. Watch us win by 3. Do you know what? I'd love nothing more than us to win tonight. That's what I want us to do. But I'm trying to be realistic. I'm trying to think it's a hard game. It's going to be difficult. Yes, we hammered them 5-1, but at the beginning of the season, we had a full team. Since then, we've gone the total. We've crossed over and, passed each other like ships in the night. 3-3, I've just taken it right now. I'll think we're going to lose 3-1, but I hope I'm bloody wrong. 5-1 Villa. My heart says 1-1. Let's go with the hearts, eh? Davey Porter says, I think it was Tino I'd be wanting away as soon as Eddie is a one-trick pony. Let's hope not. Here's my question. If Eddie loses in the next 4, is he sacked because he won? We've lost to those 3 teams a month ago. I don't know. I can't give you an answer for that because I wouldn't know. Look, if he lost the next 4 games, even if he loses tonight, he's under pressure. If he loses the next 4, will he be sacked? I'm not sure. It all depends. But we don't want to talk about that at the moment. We just want to get tonight's game out of the way first. It's a while since we've battered someone's time again. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. Captain says 3-0 Villa. Connor says hopefully in the summer we can get Chiesa 2-1 to tune. Okay. 3-1 Villa unless Martinez gets sent off, then we win. Yeah. Eddie out, you crazy. Well, I've not said Eddie out, by the way. I've never said Eddie out. All I'm saying is, well, it's what Tristan's saying when he going. I don't know. I can't give you an answer for that because, I'm not the owner in Newcastle United. It's all how they're thinking. But, we know football's a results business. And even if they kept Eddie at the end of the season and they changed him in the summer, there is nothing any of us can do about it. We can't go to the club and say, oh, no, you shouldn't get rid of Eddie. You can't get rid of him. At the end of the day, we have to go with what the owners think is best for the club. Players go, managers go. Simple as. We lost to Forest, Luton and Bournemouth, so fans have to wake up thinking we get 3 easy wins. Brian says it's a results business at the end of the day. Absolutely it is. We don't win the Villa. Can't say it tonight to be fair, but I think we lose this one being realistic. Obviously, they hope to prove me wrong, though. You never know, Paul. We definitely need 2 forwards. I didn't know there was a game on tonight. Lucky girl. All we got to do is head to the kitchen. They score when we do. Well, that's the thing, Mary. Just think, when the other goal, I tell you what, go in the kitchen, pop the kettle on, make a cup of tea. As you make a cup of tea, you'll go, what's that cheer for? And you'll go, run back in the living room, and you go, hey, we've scored, we're 1 up. So there you go. If you're getting nervous, do your superstition and go in the kitchen, put a kettle on, make a cup of tea. If Klopp said he managed the tune, would you have him? Possibly, but he said he won't manage England again. So I can't see it. We are being blackballed. Says back debate. I can't see it. Klopp won't manage in this country again. He'll go back. I can see him at Bayern Munich if I'm honest. That wouldn't surprise me. Roberto Mancini, manager odds on. That wouldn't surprise me. That really wouldn't surprise me at all. Mancini, I would have him as a manager because I think he's a terrific manager. Look, he did well for Manchester City. He won Italy the Euros. You know, the guy's a winner in a way. He's done a lot. So yeah, not a bad manager at all. 17-20 gets you an Aston Villa home win tonight. 29-10 for the draw, and 14-5 for Newcastle to win away as well. Goal scorers, Ollie Watkins is 9-2 for the first goal for Villa. For us, it's Alexander Isak at 11-2. And if you want a Sven Botman header, then you're talking 40-1 for the first goal as well. So there's a few there. Fortunately, it doesn't tell you who the next manager to leave the Premier League is. I'm going to see it's either going to be Roy Hodgson or Erik ten Hag. Let's see who they've got for the next Liverpool manager. Xabi Alonso's at 1-2. Steven Gerrard's 20-1 on that list. I'm not surprised. Just wondering if Steve Bruce is on that list. Eddie Howe's on that list at 66-1. No, he's not on that list. Steve Bruce. I thought he might have been in the running for the Sunderland job, to be fair. But there we go. Brian says if Mark Zuckerberg owned us a guy who's worth 139.1 million, he would have found a way around FFP. No point saying about Klopp, he's out the picture. Yeah, absolutely. Apparently one of the buses carrying Newcastle fans crashed 2 miles an hour on the motorway. Cops were on filming for a Channel 5 show. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, brilliant, isn't it? I'm glad everybody's okay though, you know. Klopp now, I want to see him at the Toon. I never predict us to lose ever, but would be better than City with my predictions. We can't stick with a manager who does one good game a season. The facts are we've lost 15 games in all comps. We've lost 7 of the last season. The same players and new players are missing. I can't see Klopp pulling the uniform back on, maybe do some work in Poland. Could use Klopp being Germany manager. Well, they've got Nagelsmann now, so I can't see that happening unless he has a shitty Euros. Totally agree. Klopp is England manager. Yeah. How bad will the refs be by the end of the first half, and will VAR be used? Probably. Barcelona, yeah, that's a good shout. Klopp will go into manager in the country. It's more part-time and can still get his football buzz, yeah. Lengthy break, yeah. That's what happened the last match, Tony. Good one, Mary. Second, Newcastle fans were next annoyed Mickey did not leave for Saudi. Really hope it's just the minority making the noise. I think so. But, you know, we need to upgrade Mickey. That's the problem. Yeah, there's a problem we have. Yes, the injuries played a part, but I'm starting to lose confidence in how, says Brian, the same 4-3-3 lineup we are being found out. We have been, haven't we? Guardiola, when City got chucked out of the league, I wouldn't have St. Rashford in a million years. What a prick. No, absolutely not. No, definitely not. I wouldn't want Rashford near this club whatsoever. Absolutely not. And talking of, you know, we talk of pricks as well. There's another prick. There he is. Ten Hag. Looking with that cheesy grin and that blinking eyes. You know, the man who disrespected Newport County. And I think he's an absolute disgrace to football, Ten Hag. A disgraceful manager who doesn't deserve to be managing in England. He should be sacked, to be honest with you. Only time will tell. It's just a shame Newport County couldn't have got a third goal and beat them 3-2 or something, because I would like to see what happened to him then, because he probably would have been shown the door. Rashford, the new scapegoat now. Yeah, but the thing is, Rashford isn't the best left winger in the Premier League. Anthony Gordon is. So Southgate's got to now realise Anthony Gordon has to be in that England team ahead of Marcus Rashford. Now, Southgate, get your head screwed on, put your brain into gear, look at what's going on around you, look at the performances Anthony Gordon's putting in, look at the performances Rashford's putting in. Who's the best left winger in the Premier League? It is not Marcus Rashford, it is Anthony Gordon, and I am not being biased on this, I am being honest. Anthony Gordon is the best English left winger in the Premier League at this moment in time. And if you're going on people playing in form, then he has to be in that squad ahead of Marcus Rashford. Sorry for the rant, guys, but I hope that's it. Hope you enjoyed that rant. Foxy, hi mate, he says, Miggy, what a guy. If he's turned down all that money in Saudi, shows you his character. Yeah, absolutely. Rashford too busy in strip clubs. Well, yeah. Why is Villa have to top experienced manager and we have to have this Eddie Howe's deluded clap all we call top manager solved behind like Bruce? Minty is Miggy's replacement eventually. Yeah. Newport played a good game against them. Man U, hats off for them, absolutely. Go on, Tony, mate, says Tony Ross. Southgate is wasting a golden opportunity, golden pool of talented players who could play for the national team. Yeah. Southgate is absolutely just destroying it, isn't he? Yeah, Luton Town are 2-0 up against Brighton in 3 minutes. Goals from Adebayo on the first minute and Ogbeni in the third minute. I like Ogbeni, by the way. I think he's a cracking player. I'm away to get ready for the game, Tony. Great show as always. Yes, Ian, thank you very much. At the moment, Luton Town are out the relegation zone and Everton are in there. Luton are playing Brighton, by the way, at home, Brian. So, wow. Go Luton, eh? Anyway, guys, we're going to come to the end of the show, but if you have liked what you see, please do give it a like. That would be fantastic. If you haven't yet smashed that like, then please do smash it. It only takes a couple of seconds, and it means new viewers find the channel more easy. If you're brand new to the channel, then smash the subscribe. That is free to do, so come and join this great community we have here. And that bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows, and they are free to do so, of course, as well. So as I say, my head says 3-1 defeat, but my heart says 1-1. I'm going, fuck it, I'm going with my heart, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, and let's hope that's what happens. If we get the win, even fucking better. I'll be even more fucking ecstatic. But, you know, I'll take a 1-1 at this point in time. Sorry about my language, by the way, guys. Yeah, Luton are at home. Luton have made their stadium a fortress. They have, haven't they, Coffee? And they've got, you know, we saw the training ground pictures yesterday that, look who's back at Luton Town now, you know, Lockyer. So, look, they must be loving this, the fact that they're well up on Brighton already, 2 up. Obviously, he's not in the squad tonight, Tom Lockyer, but he's come back anyway. Who's getting booked in this game? Oh, Foxy. Well, hopefully not Bruno. Dan Burn. He's going to take out DRB. Great show, Tony, tonight, and everyone. Come on, the Mighty Toon Army. Cheers, mate. Thank you, Lee. Tony Ross, great show again. Tony, see you soon. Yeah, absolutely. Cheers, mate. Bye, Tony, you know. Bye, Coffee. Tristan. Eddie Howe spent 2 years learning 4-3-3 and no gaming management. That's fair enough. That's your opinion, Tristan. That's fine, mate. Bye, says Alan. Cheers, mate. How are you, the lads, says Ronald. Absolutely, mate. How are you, the lads? Newsflash, Rashford got caught pole dancing, rubbing himself up and down. We love you, Eddie. We do. We love you. Yeah, let's hope he turns it around. That's all we can hope for. If we can beat the press, we could hurt them on the counter. They play the high line. They don't play any different. That's how we win. Yeah, absolutely. We've got to target that. Absolutely. Cheers, Tony. Cheers to you as well. Billy F as well. But remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. Enjoy the game, everybody, whether you're at the football or you're watching it on TV, or at the pub, wherever you're all watching it. Have a great evening. Enjoy the match. Let's hope we can get 3 points. But as I say, I will take a point absolutely now. But until then, I will catch you all later. It's ta-ta for now, and how are the lads?